in the West Midlands when they received reports that a 7-year-old boy had told friends he'd brought a bullet into class. The item in question turned out to be a hollow brass cylinder. His mother, believing the incident was treated in a heavy-handed manner because the boy is Muslim, refused to let the police speak to him. Here, she tells Asad Beg about the distress the event caused her son. We agreed to protect her identity and that of her family.
What do you do when a 7-year-old boy brings in a brass cylinder to school and boasts that it's a bullet, and his older brother is an army cadet who had once held a rifle? Well, this particular school reported it to the police. The first the mother heard about the incident was when she found police waiting for her and her son with the item in hand outside their home.
I was about to sort of clarify it to him. I said it's been lying around in the house for years and tell him where it came from. However, he insisted that he didn't want to talk to me. He wanted to talk to my 7-year-old. My 7-year-old was beside me at the time, and at this point, he really panicked. He jumped up and down. He sort of said, "Can we not just leave it here, please?" And he was really upset and extremely distressed. He just didn't know what kind of trouble he was getting into. And, you know, he later told me that the teachers had told him that it was just something they would talk to his parents about.
If it was reported to the police that a child had something resembling a bullet, and even if the police realised that it wasn't a bullet when they investigated, but aren't they duty-bound to go through the motions and speak to the parents and speak to the child?
But it didn't resemble a bullet. It didn't to the other 7-year-olds who were playing with it resemble a bullet. The school have confirmed that they didn't think it was a bullet. So is it the fact that he mentions the word bullet means we need a police investigation? The police themselves had a chance to examine it and knew it wasn't a bullet. So what are they duty-bound to investigate? Is it that as soon as any Muslim child comes on their radar, they need to go through every motion possible and probe what? What are they investigating?
The police responded with this statement.
Every report of a firearm is taken extremely seriously. Officers will always thoroughly investigate any reports of unlawful gun and ammunition that are reported in the community. We want people to feel safe and reassured that we are working around the clock to rid our streets of weapons.
What makes you think that you were singled out, or your child was singled out specifically because they were Muslim?
There's no other explanation. There's no other justification from the way the school dealt with the issue right from the outset. Now, this is in breach of their own safeguarding policy, which states that they must get the consent of parents.
Did they call you?
No, they didn't call me. They didn't ask me a question. They didn't ask me to clarify. They didn't do anything.
In a statement, the school said,
As a Catholic school, all our children are treated equally, and we pride ourselves on the diversity of our pupil intake and community. Historically, there have been disclosures made of a similar nature from children who are not from Muslim families, and the same course of action has been taken. We have apologised to the child's mother for any distress that this had caused to the family.
when a 7-year-old comes to you and says, they're doing this to me because I'm Muslim, as a parent, how do you respond to that?
I find it incredibly upsetting. To have a 7-year-old child say that, it really means that they've lost their innocent look on the world, where they feel people are treated equally. It's a really nasty lesson to learn at that particular age. I think I need a minute.
There have been classroom incidents across the country that have turned out to be nothing but innocent misunderstandings. Cases like this one bring into sharp focus some of the tensions between authorities and Muslim communities.